I went and bought this bimetal hole saw kit. Cut smooth precision holes in wood, plastic, aluminum, brass, steel, alloys, even stainless steel. I bought these to use for wood only. So bimetal hole saw kit from Warrior. It's 14 pieces, but they count these mandrels and bits. So you get 10 cups for the hole saw, and you get 2 mandrels and a drill and a case. Now I really like the fact that Harbor Freight tools come with cases to keep them organized. Much better way of doing things. Bought this to use in wood, so I'm only going to use it in wood. So if you're seeing it, want to know how these do in metal, I'm not going to show that because I specifically want them in wood and I want to keep them razor sharp to cut the wood. Pretty hefty set. I bought these big cups, 4 1/4, 4, and 3 inch. And they come by themselves. They do not come with a mandrel, and I found out why. If you buy this set, it comes with the same mandrel. I could have saved myself $10 by buying this set first and having the mandrel, but now I got 2, so what the heck. It also has what I call the single mandrel, which doesn't have the slots, and it just threads on these. Pretty painless. I know this is overkill for wood, and that I could do other options like spade bits or Forstner bits, but I really wanted a set of these, so I went and bought them. This actually has the plastic screw that lets you screw multiple ones together. And they give you the 2 mandrels because this will work on the small ones, but you need this one with the pins to work in this. The way that works is you take this and you undo this screw, and that pulls the pins back. There you see them going in, back out. You screw the cup onto this. It doesn't thread as easy as I thought it would. And then I line up the holes with the pins, and then I screw in the top. So I'll show that again. So you unscrew to pull the pins out, and I screw to push the pins back in. And that provides a lot more support to the top of this cup. So to take them off, you unscrew this, then you unscrew the cup. It gives you an extra drill bit. So that goes in there. So this is for the smaller ones. It only works on the smallest 3. And if you're doing this and you're cutting, it has these slots to let out heat and particulate matter that you might shed that would clog up the inside of this. So you can see that this small one does not fit the big ones. It only fits these smallest 3. It has a nice kit where you put everything in its place. I like this. When you're done working, you know when you found all the pieces. So let's get a close-up of this. So there's our set. It's got 10 cups. The bottom 3 use the small mandrel. The other ones use the big mandrel. This is an adapter that lets you use the small mandrel in the small cups that have the slot for the big one. So you see how this goes. You thread this in, kind of like an insert. And then you take the small mandrel and you put on there. So you don't have to use the big mandrel every time. If you watch my videos very much, you know that I really like these holders. These holders keep all the pieces together. Put them on a shelf. You don't have to worry about putting them in a drawer. You can put them on a shelf and they all stay together. So I want to show one of these in action. I need to drill a hole in the center of this. So I want to find the cup that fits that. That's the cup that fits the hole that I drew. I get the large mandrel, put on, screw it in, line up the holes, turn this down. Now that's going to be a lot of support. Remember, when you chuck these mandrels in, don't go all the way down, leave about 1/8 of an inch. So there's no way I'm going to be able to grab a hold of this. So I'll put a clamp on it. go down in the same hole. These are very short because they're brand new. Normally I'd probably do a Forstner bit for this. But precision isn't required, so I use the hole saw and save my Forstner bit. And there we go. What I want to do, I want to do a step toe in there. So what I'm going to do is take this off. That is hot. See, I backed out those bolts. That is a little warm. So I want to go down one size. So let's do that differently. I could have used this big mandrel, but let's try the little one. Let's see what it does. You have the option of using this adapter, so let's try it. So it goes on top, like that, and the little mandrel goes down in it. Now if you use these a lot, that pilot is probably going to wear out. They give you a spare. Let's see if we can go from the other side and make a stepped hole. Wasn't perfect. Even though I used the same pilot hole from each side, looks like one side was a little off center. But that'll work just fine for my use. So here's the parallels, getting this back apart. So the mandrel's coming out separate. So I'll put that away. Now this piece, comes out just fine. So I actually like that. I like to have the option of using the smaller mandrel on the smaller ones if I want to. So here's the set. I actually ended up with a separate mandrel. And here's the big cup set. This is sold separately for about $10. This is sold separately for $10, but that mandrel also comes in this set. So there's a good demonstration of how they work in wood. So if you need to drill holes in metal, wood, or plastic, this works great. I've used it for wood and I've used them for plastic quite a bit. The metal, I have no intention of doing that. I don't want to drill holes in metal. I bought these to drill holes in wood. $20, to me that's a little expensive, but the reason I bought this was the quality of these. They're heavy wall construction. And these are going to, if I only use these in wood, they'll last me the rest of my life. So while $20 was a big investment, having a tool that'll do me the rest of my life is worth it. So if you need hole saws of this size, this is a great option. They work really well. I've had a set of them for many, many years. I don't know how many years I've had them. So here's a set I've had for a long time. They've changed the style, the way the mandrel works a little bit, but I've had these for at least 20 years. Still somewhat sharp, but they most certainly do good in wood. So if you want a set of hole saws that'll last a long time, I recommend these. If you like the videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.